Hi, hello, and welcome. I think maybe we can give 2 minutes for people to join in. Yes, so we are just waiting for people to join in. So this is going to be a very informative session, and since there are people from across various regions of India, this session will be in English. I see there are a lot of people joining in now. We'll just wait for another 30 seconds and we will start. There are people from across states, from Karnataka, from Tamil Nadu, from Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, from West Bengal, from Maharashtra, from Delhi, Uttar Pradesh. So, um welcome everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Swati Kallesh and I am from Bangalore. I'm a skills coach working at EduNet Foundation. EduNet Foundation is a non-profit organization which promotes youth innovation, tinkering, making, and helps young people prepare for Industry 4.0 jobs. So, in this session, we will help you gain insights on resume writing, understand how to become job ready, and walk through the Skills Build portal. As a passing out student, your motive would be to get a job. But we all know that the process is not simple. Starting from preparing your resume, applying for jobs, getting selected, and attending interview, it is a long process. With all the competition, getting a job is really tough. You can overcome this by upskilling yourself. So before we start, remember these points. Prepare your profile, update and upskill, understand the industry trends, face the interview fearlessly and flawlessly. So, let's start with resume building. Okay. First things first. A resume is a summary of your work history, your skills, and education. It is the most requested document in any job search. If you ask me how long should a resume be, I would say it should be as short as possible and to the point. An entry level resume should not exceed a single page. Consider a 2-page resume if you have more than 10 years of experience, and a 3 pages resume only if you are at the senior most level. So now let's look at the do's and don'ts of a resume. Focusing on the do's. Your resume must be easy to read. Use readable fonts and wide margins. Make sure that there is sufficient gap between sections. Start with a career summary or an objective. Focus on your academics, your qualification. Double check the contact information, because if you provide wrong information, there are zero chances that the recruiter can reach you. Be specific. Never forget to mention your certification or your apprenticeship. Now, let's see some do nots. Do not make grammatical errors or typos, because when they see your resume, you do not want to show your grammatical errors or spelling mistakes. Do not attempt the cut, copy, paste approach. I see a lot of them just cut, copy, paste their name and contact details and just send their resumes. Do not do this. Always make an effort. It shows. Do not make the resume visually too busy, using different fonts, lots of colors, lots of images. Complete no. Do not go overboard with intricate design or decoration. We are in an era where wedding cards are also getting simpler. So it is your resume. You need to keep it more professional. Do not leave out information like your extra certification, your courses or soft skill trainings. And last and the most important one, never ever share false information, because there are 100% chances that your recruiter can cross verify, and if they find out that the information was wrong, then your chances of getting the job is very less. So this is a sample image that I found on Google, where you can see that the resume starts with the person's name, the contact details, and with enough space comes the next objective, skill set, technical expertise, and finally the academic profile. I would like to bring to your notice, you need to observe the font, the alignment, the margins. So this is a sample resume. I hope you got an idea of how your resume should look like. Once your resume is prepared, you need to start looking for job. Looking for work is a lot of work, be it internship, apprenticeship or a full-time job. You have to keep in mind that networking and making connection is important. You can do that by contacting your alumni, people who have passed out of the institute. They can always provide you some references. Participate in your local job fairs or job melas. Talk to your teachers, your principal or your placement officers to get connected to the local industrial association. Moving on to our next topic, I would like to discuss about communication. Why does communication matter in a workplace? Well, it's because people who communicate will get better jobs and promotion. So, it's an important skill. There are two types of communication, verbal and non-verbal. Messages conveyed with the help of words, spoken or written, is known as verbal communication, and messages conveyed through body language, be it your facial expression, your eye contact, your gestures, is known as non-verbal. This is an important slide. Elements of communication. So there are three elements of communication, namely verbal, vocal and visual. If you see to the right side, there is a diagram. It says 55% of what you say depends on your body language. Your body language creates an impact, and 38% of how you sound, your voice tone, and 7% of what you say, of what all the words that you use. So keep in mind these three elements of communication. So if you ask me, how can you communicate better? I would say, write clearly, speak convincingly, and listen with empathy. There's a wrong notion that many of you think communication is just talking. No, communication is also listening. It is connecting with other people, gaining their trust, sharing ideas in both directions. Up next is an important segment, attending the interview. You all would have heard about first impression is the best impression, right? And that's exactly what you should remember when attending the interview. It can be challenging if you do not have all the information you need. So here are few tips that we suggest for freshers. Try to appear your best at the interview. Your appearance should convey that you have taken the interview seriously. Select your dress for the interview beforehand. Make sure you wear clean and ironed clothes. Use a mild perfume or deodorant. Be well groomed. Know about the company. Research about the company. We live in an era where information is just an internet click away. Answer clearly and directly. Do not hesitate and be frank when you're answering. Do not argue. And you need to address the interviewer politely. Remember, your tone matters. Practice your answers and also what question you can ask the interviewer. Be prepared. When it comes to interview process, research and preparation are the two things that determine your chances of getting the job. So, if you have a job interview coming, practice in front of the mirror, or ask your family or your friends and make them listen to your answers. By this, you will be ready to put your best foot forward. And also, with preparation comes confidence. Be confident and you are sure to rock that interview. So now let's focus on some of the most commonly asked questions in interview. Describe yourself. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Why are you interested in working for this company? Where do you see yourself in the next 5 or 10 years? Tell me how you handled a difficult situation. Why should we hire you? How do you handle pressure? What are your hobbies? What questions do you have for me? So if you look at the first question, describe yourself, you can start with giving your introduction, talking about your qualification, your education, your hobbies. And when it comes to your strengths, maybe you can talk about what you're very good at. So, I would always say practice your answers. With practice, you become perfect. Now that you have the basic understanding of job readiness, let me walk you through Skills Build. The Skills Build portal was launched in collaboration with Director General of Training and IBM India. It offers plenty of courses which will help you become job ready. So, today I am going to demonstrate how you can register in the portal. So this is the link for the registration. On the Skills Build portal, you will first see the welcome message, and then you can see two options, register and sign in. Click on register. Here you have three options, register using LinkedIn, register using Google and register using IBM ID. So click on register using Google. Now you need to fill your information. For example, your first name, your last name, your email ID, confirm your email ID, select your country as India. Do not change your preferred language from English. Let this be English. Now click on I agree to the terms of use and data privacy policy. Click on register. Now you need to sign in to your Google account. So when you get such error message, you can always write to us. Now we are going to try with another email ID. I'm going to click on register. I'm going to click register using Google. I'm going to fill in my details. So I have mentioned my email and I have confirmed the email ID. selecting the country as India, checking the box and clicking on register. So now you need to sign in. Click on Google. Enter your email ID. Enter your password. And you just logged into the portal. So this is the home page. Now, if you can see here, what will you learn today? Below that, there is a search option. Click and type resume. And you need to select channels. So under channels, you can see there's a channel named as Write a Good Resume. Click on this channel. And you can see that there are number of courses which are all related to resume writing. So let me select the first course. What does a good resume look like? So in this course, I will learn why is it important to write a good resume, how to write a good resume, what should a professional resume look like. Now, on the right side, you can see that there is a blue color button named Go to Activity. Click on that. It directs you to a third-party website. So this is an article related to resume. So once you are done reading the article, understand what is in the article, you can also find your sample resume here. Once you have read the article, go back to the previous tab, click on Mark Complete, the second button, click on Submit, the blue button, and you will receive a message. Now on the third button, that is Actions, click on Action and click on Print Completion Certificate. So you can see that you have a certificate. Now there's an option called as Print on the left top corner. Click on Print and you can save it as PDF. Save your certificate. You also have the option to share it. You can copy the link and share. Once you're done, close this. On the right side there is a small into mark. Click on that to close. Now that you have completed this activity, you can go back and complete the remaining activities related to resume writing. To go back to the home page, click on Skills Build. On the top left corner, click on the icon. And now you can type some now that we have learnt about resume, You can move forward with communication, job readiness, interview tips. So there are a lot of courses related to job readiness on this portal. I recommend that you go through them and start doing up the courses. Not only will you gain information and knowledge, but you will also receive a certificate. And if you see, if you click on this, your completions will appear in this. So you just need to click on that. Under actions, you will get your completion certificate. So if you have any doubts regarding the portal or the registration, you can always write to us. This is our email ID mentioned here. It is eufstudents@gmail.com. It was a pleasure talking to you, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart for giving your time and attending this session. I hope it was informative, and see you all. Thank you so much.